ni lolobi no anyo mbeto ama NDC nti kwamboni bia so Abdumaji Inusa echia Saudi Arabia for moyi nkrofo na free mu last minute o man to aba nti Central Kofi apafu ene lolobi why never represent o Ghana's parliament. This simple question na yeru achachuchi kata ede akọ Supreme Court to say yembua asa nkrofo yi yen recognize o mo so sebi o me ye Ghana for ade ne yamfa niwo a wo se agro na ede me kenti say yemu bi ena sa asemi si wo constituency ene yi wo no nkrofo about 17,000 film say abato aye 2 ye mo adwene kire enka ho a how do you call that now Akufo-Addo president and a member of parliament bi enu a ogina my name from Mukurunum? How do you feel as a Ghanaian? How will you feel as a Ghanaian? Abusafo asem ni nie enti substantive case ni there Yera Chachuchi Kata will argue for about 30 to 40 minutes at Supreme Court. Supreme Court no I decided saying Yameya Adama or China the ruling ebeba. Get it right, please. Get it right. Nini a hack. Listen. In Missouri me free Germany. Men some man me can say. It may be some more. It may be some WhatsApp be able to say the air cost of Ghana. There is no way I may met social media handling editing and grow fatem. Peterson Tete, God bless you. Peterson some share video no. Gunjavaras Germany for Michia Cologne for. So in the substantive case, Nyamiya Abduma or China Day, a 5th of January. And a Supreme Court panel way, 5 panel member way, Ombet Naso, norm the ruling number. Though you will be near comfortable, say, or mamma, you were Chachuchikata, Amfana dance for no amba. Ambe prove say, a Justice Honyega, or ni Yura Peter Amewu, our long-term friendship, any relationship. In a way, no care so man of kind. Emani be prove the evidence now one because say a BSC that some kaya Mugabe Masi any muntie 3 case no me court nibi ye copy a court to muntie 3 case no Justice Bafu Boni Ninuya pa and a radio gold.
Brother, good evening. Good evening. What's a menka? Yeah. I've been kama. And then the so beginning me play cry na me mute tie for a church am. Na niam mu say.
Yeah, already adom ne mo mpaebo. Ye ho ye.
That's it. And that the I'm pay bedwa na and some abobo bad here. I think say won kwa na abiti machire mu. You know, and being said by the wabe, a tip for high key her seats, and then the first time I was sharing, making sure say over like it, share what video and so no new bisunya day in your bin share. Now on a summer join a conversation maybe. And there you perceive who the Supreme Court. NDC for some of the Supreme Court and at the saying there was sensational evidence in the mood and no thing. Umbiti media winning Peter Amewu case, even including other cases so against the EC. And then my name brother about NDC ni about show you so last week no also to make sure say obe video ne so obe waso no new bi so ade enya bi ahwe enne ye ne yabere nim say ha city die betena se a enya agoro ne yedi wo ha ye hiti fem ne wo ho confidence ne wo ho enti no enne de enkomo na no odin brother
you
na introduce yourself kakra chat for
yo the kind of mechia etiefo ne ahwefo a mo hwe o key house one of the finest political shows are our Facebook. Me and make us say a friend me Jikankure from make us a free United States of America or New York, Staten Island to be specific.
Wow. Now, before you best start your show, if I say you finish your video and you show na you discuss kakra.
Ghanaian.
Now, to say what again?
I was just in the substantive case in India, Yura Chachuchikata will argue for about 30 to 40 minutes at Supreme Court. Supreme Court no, I decided saying I may add my watchina the ruling ebeba. Get it right, please. Get it right. Nini a hack. Listen. In Missouri, me free Germany. Men some man me can say. Maybe some more. Maybe some WhatsApp be able to say the end of course Ghana. There is no way I may met social media handling editing and growth. Peterson, Tete, God bless you. Peterson, someone share video no. Gunjavaras, Germany for Michia Cologne for. So, in the substantive case, Nyamia Duma Ochina Day, a 5th of January. And a Supreme Court panel way, 5 panel member way, Naso, the ruling number. Though, you will be near comfortable, say, or mamma, you were chachutikata, amfana dance for no amba. Ambe prove say, a justice Honyega, or ni Yura Peter Amewu, our long term friendship, any relationship. In a way, no care so man of kind. Emani be prove the evidence in our one because say a BSC that some kaya Mugabe Masi any Muntie 3 case no me court nibi. Ye copy a court to a Muntie 3 case no. Justice Bafu Boni Ninuya pa and a radio gold a year modia. So what I say, Justice Bafu Boni Ninuya non pa na radio gold a year modia. Enti tama ombetna so bi asasem na no account no na then maami Georgina Wood ono nso na asem no fa no o because asem no fa no nti no ono ankasa mo request say obe stay out of the case sanso na Justice Bofu Boni nso say ni nua eka asem na ye bedie no nti ono nso abstain ono nso atwe no ho e de free case na ye bedinum Abigail Akuvi kwachi mechia e New Jersey for nyina o USA enti no kwasem ni oyi ne ho frim na na ya wageman ofori mechia UAE for United Arab Emirates for nyina enti wo mu yi o mu frim ma we de justice Onyinye say ono no oni ye fenesen ambewu eni ayonkofa enti nka duru ba bi anka asem no senka Supreme Court no ma kwan say eye yewura chachutikata wadanse na e kire say Justice Onyinye oni yewura ye fenesen oni yewura Peter Amewu ayonkofa mfabra ena wenye bia mmade a Nana Steve Omechia Kuwaiti for enke no na mbeka say bia ne enka chachu atwatoro eno nti no yembo na asem no entumu but say eno de omfa nye adwuma no problem but emma MPP for enko court anyesa na ya ama court na nkasa mu nko social media enko twatoro enkire Ghana for Minia Francis Mechia eye Spain for nyina emma nko enko twatoro emfa nkire eye Ghana for wa amanone enko kika nkire say Supreme Court ama ruling about chachutikata asemagu ni udi kan o court na nkire se wasem wede sanso na odi kan o police station na nkire se wasem wede Angel Idi.
I woke up this morning to
Okay, brother.
Yeah.
Any come video na wa. Na tie for church am biom ya church am bio ene hot city so ne yebetena no. Simbi ne nam from emo epese ya de bra mo nam so mo ni mu get updates ne nneɛma ɛkɔ so nti me brother baako a NDC ni me de na abato ne because the ntiam de na abaso no say NDC for ne form omo na omo asem court omo na ruling and think ruling and then no postpone it to tomorrow ti na obe church nsem na wo question bi a oso abisa brother
Q.
Kasa na tie you. I'm fire
Okay.
ready. And I'm fire ready.
Yo, message here etiefoɔ bi na ma welcome you. And then as I call so Supreme Court involving Professor Margaret Kweku and the four others as against John Peter Amewu MP elect for Hohoi. Almost challenge say say you shouldn't have the right to represent the people of Hohoi in Parliament. Lawyer ne Chachu Chikata. Na copy court no Chachu Chikata raise primary injunction say Justice Hoyonuga should recuse himself from the case. DNT was say one Peter Amewu a long-standing friendship. Na enuntino Emma onye eligible say obetana obeka 5 justices na Supreme Court as select almost say omontana asem no so. Na Supreme Court no kind no oka say or evidence or affidavit or the best support the okay no, but the Supreme Court didn't allow him to bring that affidavit. Emma Godfred Odami, the Deputy Attorney General, in responding to the case, I say enye no correct. Na Amewu is not even part of the suit, So I don't know. Emma Supreme Court like they shouldn't uphold that injunction. Injunction are open. In the Supreme Court, sorry, like they almost sorry free bench, call back into the offices for about an hour before they came out with a decision. And the decision they came out and they say they cannot grant that injunction because Amewu is not part of the suit.
Right.
But in the what they forgot in this one say Amewu is not part of the suit. But at the end of the day, if the ruling is given, it is Amewu who is going to benefit from it.
Because
but one thing they say that's the Supreme Court, the biggest court of our land. And we should be careful and then know what to say. Why we are not contempt actual. Now contempt of court, and also the idea be I know thing. Baby, I will be. It doesn't matter where you are, where you're speaking from, which medium you're using. Contempt between me actual, especially with the Ghanaian type of contempt I want. In the obvious I say now contempt of court to Kurano and only the okay. The contempt of court here say will be disrespecting and I say why disobedient to the court of law and I say officers are running court no say we asutie like wa so koye den and o disrespect court na and as obi a we adwuma court bia contempt of court etimi den etimi chill ana normal bi and I say so bible no mo a nipa bi beye nsam a obeka one ya a obeye and I say me fan say court no authority and I say any dia court no se fata no so one fan ma court na it is being said say you are in you are in contempt of court and at the Ghana the ama Ghana the different kakra ni say Ghana the no justices na justice now judges now mote court no they have the right to determine what a contempt case is.
Oh.
For instance say court session koso na me fan say we a reporter into go through court no you are not supposed to be in slippers and after you are not supposed to be in t-shirt and the court judge in make say I hire the court so why are you in a t-shirt why are you and what the court so I want to mean kind graphic and that's what mean kind magazine.
Okay.
Why are you reading the magazine? Why are you listening to say you can't receive the phone call, your phone should be on silent. And to be and only that's in the face of the court. And no judge no the actual contempt. And I also say another contempt issue be say assembly koso, just like we are discussing. Now matana ha and now what na waka send dia any kwan say woka a egu court ni ho fi. What na ho aka send dia fa judge bi ho a any kwan say woka. What the judge na tem and say wo hwe a wo say judge na partial judge na e fi. Ni nyina no issues of contempt one hwe yi a ebetimi edo wako me fancy ebetimi do wako asem bibi a ebetimi aya ebe humiliate like it will hinder or it will thwart the work of the court biano is being termed and as being can be considered as contempt. That contempt in you were in the face of the court and I'm sure say oh court one na uka and no can inferior courier, that is the contempt of court in the face of the court, and then the outside the court and also exfaria courier, and also say court assembly court court now what baby, especially on radio, on TV, social media now can say more any question okay and no idea contempt between me adding actually well very well and no China. So we have to be very careful what we say, the kind of language we use, what we discuss. Even almost comment on no, they should be careful what they write because especially assembly cause but assembly say yabu we there any word like we betima chere wadwin afa the call so
but once
yes,
that
course there you should be careful on what you say. Okay. On to the substantive issue no Ghana, I don't know what is really happening because Emrano Yeshemrana na yasaya den adane Emrano. Oshe CI 128 the Electoral Commission ekwan manipulate Sal Central Kofi Akpafo Lolobi ewo Buem constituency Jasican area in the Oti region now. It was laid in Parliament on the 8th of July 2020. I came we last year no years I don't.
Okay.
Now Emrande say ule I don't know Parliament that same day no that CNA wale Parliament no should be gazetted, like should be printed and gazetted by the Assembly Press of Ghana on the same day. Esana, it makes it a law.
Okay.
I am ra. Name so why the same day? Now you like on a different day. Like it infringes on the like am law the engine. And Chachuchi got an argument or you say sa law na puti sa under Buem constituency Godfred Odami argue say Sal should be under Buem constituency, not under Hohoe district. Meanwhile, these people were made to register under the Hohoe district.
Oh.
Yes.
Explain BM.
There's a CI, IACI 128.
Yes.
What the CI 128 says, they say, and on the mark, this Sal. That is what Godfred Odami can say. And on the mark, this Sal Buem constituency home.
Yes.
And you say, well, election be quite a bit analia, and I say a bit more. The Buem constituency election, and then you become near ton of fofro, name woman, ya hoy dear no.
Oh.
On only argument or the buy. Anna, Chachu Katasuka said, no, that is not it. The law says, say, you lay CI or Parliament, the CI ought to be gazetted, printed, on the same day the CI was laid, which is on the 8th of July 2020, and you lay CI 128. No. But the CI was not printed or gazetted until August 2020, a month after.
Wow.
So that makes it like it contravenes, and after that makes it illegal. A mass CI the engine. So Godfred Odami cannot argue, and I say whoever is arguing cannot argue. Say the people of Sal should be under Buem constituency, and I'm telling you, say the people of Sal were made to register. They were made to register under the Hohoe constituency. So this is something that is very big. We expect say the honorable judges and our justices Supreme Court also no etna nyame panom so omodi ruling ebeba. So we expect the people of Hohoe, the people of Sa would be respected. Their right will not be trampled upon. Their right to vote as citizens of Ghana, their right for representation in Parliament would be given to them, and then they should have a representation in Parliament.
Hohoe is a strong seat for NDC, right?
Exactly.
Now, Hohoe no case, Ubu be a first time no share. One explain it. Then one mutimi a grantee Peter Mewuno as
okay. The only say Nanado eba no MPP government so make create additional regions, 6 additional regions account.
Sir.
And the chair voter region into 2. And the voter region chair into 2 OT and voter. And the OT near the northern part of voter region. And the certain part of the region an OT region. Starting from Jasekai, Wara Elko Akosi Esukoko, Elko Dambai, those areas and not OT region. And there was a contention between the people of Central Kofi, Akpafu, Likpe, and Lolubi. The confusion only say Omuka say they are not ready to join the OT region. They want to remain with Hohoe, the voter region. But the government insisted say they should go to the OT region. In the stand of Krama, a court. So the Ghana and court, there's no way you're going to win against the government. Until say Electoral Commission did new CI by say your registration. In the registration, the Electoral Commission needs to lay a new CI to make sure say Anna, you can't have a constituency that is having one part in this region and one part in another region. So if that be the case there, baby, it's either they form a new constituency for them. So the Electoral Commission agrees on forming the Guan constituency because a lot of them are Guans. Majority of them are Guans. They speak a different language from the Ewe language. Even though Omoka Ewe no, but almost can Guan na kasa and only a different. In the ASano, Omoka say part for low or part for low Buem, which is just a kind of district there. Then they should push them to Buem district. And no CI 128 Amukole in the Parliament on the 8th of January or the 8th of July 2020. In Tomo it should have been gazetted on the same day by the Ghana Assembly Press, but it wasn't done. It was done a month later, or it was done in August. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
In August, in first August, whatever, but in August, which is later, not the same day. So it makes it ineffective. In the Electoral Commission could have solved this problem once and for all if like they were able to create the constituency earlier. But registration, the Electoral Commission said register under Hohoe district because they do everything in Hohoe. And even ballot papers were printed for them to vote. But it was on the eve of election, that's on the 6th of December. And a communique by said, yeah,
why I have found that information if you buy.
Franklin Kujo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also offer Lolobi Kumasi. So what he says, tells you say he knows why he's talking about.
Right.
To Yabasano, a moment so they only voted in presidential or in the parliamentary election, which means they are not going to have a representation in parliament. And on a Professor Margaret Kweku, was original for the NDC, a call to say, infringement on their right. Like they shouldn't be disenfranchised, they should be given the opportunity to vote. And already, since they register under Hohoe district, they ought and they have to vote under the Hohoe constituency. So that makes it say the election of John Amewu to Parliament, like it shouldn't stand because there are some people there who were not allowed to vote. So that is the case NDC for their quarter. And now I say Professor Margaret Koku at their quarter, hoping say the Supreme Court will rule in her favor for a rerun of the Hohoe constituency elections. And then one funny thing, Kwan say even before the case was heard today, Peter John Amewu registered yesterday as an elected member in Parliament.
Why? How say case in the war court? My thinking is, and I said, yeah, my thinking is, maybe reasonable man they register and say, if you remember, say 2012, when MPP took the case to court, they still let JM swear in though.
And only a different from this. People are arguing in that angle.
Okay.
But that one is different from this.
Explain
that
it.
one and only a presidential.
Yes. Okay.
And only but when a parliamentary elections.
Now,
so Anna, see I now Emma Kwame, yes, they are two different things.
Okay.
Yeah, they are two different things. So this one is different from the presidential elections. And the one thing again, the parliament was served on the 24th of December. Say an injunction has been put on John Peter Mewu's election as the member of parliament for Hohoe. So I don't know why they allowed that to happen, but we are all hoping to, and we are waiting to see what is going to happen tomorrow, what the honorable justices are going to say tomorrow, the ruling they are going to give. Omoma ruling now I best as president at Wama Echna. So BBC and also near better say no. Yeah.
Okay. Now my question back what me trying to understand and say are there any injunction at all so still almost a man who register?
And that one parliament will be the best people to answer because I know when injunction is placed, the person who is being injuncted, no, you catch them, no, and an institution no, you catch them, no, and I say, and that is why they were served. Parliament was served a letter, so they should have. I don't know why they allowed him to register, and then pictures about Martin so the official Facebook handle of the of Ghana Parliament, and the John Peter Amewu has it even said when they are trying to prejudice the decision of the court because it could say that is the way to say nipa no register we cry I feel the mouse for so but not knowing say there are some people there who also have not been given the right to exercise their franchise. They've not been given the right of representation in parliament, and the constitution of Ghana also gives everybody the right to have a representation in parliament. And then it also gives everybody the right to vote, provided you are 18 years, you have a sound mind, and then you can vote. You are given the chance to vote and elect a member or elect somebody to represent you in parliament.
Even though say I'm gonna register as an MP, the NDC has a chance for this case because as I say, I said, you're making decision every because at the time catch me say. Who US? Sorry to say, CBB sense. When your police case, now what court case, your cultural say untimin to coin. You the injunction to us untimin to coin. Who could do the report? I see a sign.
Exactly.
What you say?
Exactly.
The once and quite injunction at all, so our court case until said that court case in a real case, and sana you are allowed to travel outside the country, And then away, what you say?
But yes, say no, NHS say institutions in Ghana, no. That is the problem we have because they should have allowed the court to finish with what the court is doing
first.
And it doesn't change anything. But one thing, what they are looking at, they say they want to have majority in parliament so that they can choose a speaker. Because the moment this injunction holds, automatically the NDC has 137 seats it will be as against 136 of the NDC MPP. As we speak, like barring anything that would happen, that is what is happening. But they want to like get the 37, 37, 137, 137 now. Ama ometimi majority elected the speaker, because they have an advantage of an independent candidate who might vote in favor of the MPP. And the one thing again that we have to let people know and understand is say, let me put it this way, say idea parliament in time say so majority una select speaker, but there is no law in our constitution that says the majority should select a speaker. But Akwe say, oh yes, there's no law. If anybody has that law, we can be educated. If anybody has it, obetimi edi abani united, yes, we are the Africa. But so far as I know, there is no law that states the majority should always elect the speaker. The reason is so a majority near the Obiba possibility and a probability of winning are high because all of you are going to vote for him.
Okay. Now,
yeah, so that
I heard this news. Meaning, so yeah. MPP choose Mike.
And say na abegina nipa mi unu so. Ono ni Blay. Party chairman. No, they are the two people they are considering. And then the parliamentarians themselves, especially those Omo watching, are saying say it is time they allow somebody within them to lead them. Always na say justices of the Supreme Court and they lead the parliament. So now, like, they are hoping and praying, no matter where the person comes from, no, should be within them. And the NDC have also selected a Honorable Alban Sumani Babe to be, and they are the people that they will sit down and then vote for. And it's going to be a difficult vote. As we speak now, I don't know the decision the Supreme Court is going to give tomorrow. It is 137, 137. Wow. So I don't know. It will depend on who is going to be able to convince them and then maybe have the extra vote. It's going to be still difficult. Yeah. So that is what it stands now. And then again, no, even after say Oma selecting speaker will be no say Omo call committees in parliament. You know, say we have committees behind your committee chairman and our ranking member. And I usually know so committee chairman the majority party. And then the ranking member go for the minority party. This time around, it is the same. So it's going to be difficult. It's really, really going to be tough. We are going to have a hung parliament for the first time. And parliament is going to be like, it wouldn't be that easy as we've always had it. Because the president, after he's been sworn in, is going to select his minister, no matter what happens after the court case.
Right.
It's going to select majority of his ministers from parliament. That's what the constitution says. So, and then MPP soon in him say almost 120 no more yadi. So why shokora say so more say yedia konedie. They might likely go 130, 140, 150. So if that happens, just imagine say important votes bo no say you're not MPB SIA minister, but you coin or call African Parliament. Just imagine what is going to happen. Ebema government business, Ebekechi. And yeah, it's not good for Ghana, to be frank. It is not good for Ghana. No matter how you look at it. Though sitting here, no, I'm here as an NDC person. But you don't always speak as NDC. You speak for the NDC where you ought to. And then maybe I say it's about Ghana. So we speak and then we talk about Ghana, because at the end of the day, you know, we're looking for the power to come and save Ghanaians, not to save ourselves. And to save Ghanaians, so not issues about Ghana, but we talk about that first. The only difference is the ideology. But everybody at the end of the day wants to come in and save. Yeah.
Now, before you ever continue, I take for higher seats. And The person and trap videos big when I'm some more understanding.
Some blaze of news in the social media, Haruna Idrisu and minority MPs to appear before court. Let me state emphatically that the minority leader and members of the NDC in Parliament are an integral part and members of the NDC party, the National Democratic Congress, and we are law-abiding citizens of Ghana. Regrettably, we don't respond and will not respond to social media invitations by the Ghana Police Service. I have not been personally served, as is the requirement of the law, and many of my colleagues. And therefore, I should only be walking to court if there was personal service of that writ of summons. But I should presume, without fear of contradiction, that the Ghana Police Service is allowing itself to be used as a tool of manipulation. I've repeatedly told you that I am not a coward, and I don't intend ever to be cowed by any machination by any person, including the Ghana Police Service. They have some confusion in their mind. They should seek to resolve the confusion, the Ghana Police Service. I've seen names like Dr. Rollins Ezeneta. She didn't take part in the process. The Honorable Adongo of Bolga didn't take part in the process. So somebody somewhere rehearsed enemies that they are targeting for purpose of humiliation and to project us as if we are not law-abiding citizens. They should resolve those confusions in their minds and come back properly in accordance with law. But even what is more remarkable and significant is that the criminals who so declared results and denied us of our mandate in Techima are walking free. What they did is in breach of law. It's in breach of process. Nobody is prosecuting them. Nobody is prosecuting those who shot and killed the 3 persons acknowledged by the EC in Techima. That is criminal killing. Yet, members of Parliament presenting a harmless petition.
Question. Now, a soldier for ya almost shoot to a month way. Still, before Yababa a case is so. I don't still ubia nye hoshe because why wouldn't him say baby away and Juma. Say police in Ibiku, at least there's supposed to be an investigation, find out the air course. I don't up to now still nothing has happened yet. Mento Okasa, I think so we're mute too. Okay, Kasa now.
Me okay.
Yeah, you good.
Me say Emra enye dwuma Ghana. Yakun nipa mako nwotwe from registration to election.
Yeah.
President addressed the nation 3 times. Echena obey the 4th time. Until say wabosoda. Is it because they are not MPP people?
It's strange.
No, is it because they are not MPP people?
Maybe a president say.
Until okay, it's a question. It could be possible. Because already he's always been misled. Always been misled. So it could be possible.
I don't you always be misled.
No, that's what he tells us. As MC now he was misled. He said a merry deal. No, that's what he told us after assenting his signature onto a contract and not onto a loan. He told us that he was misled. Wow. So it could be said he's been misled. So until there maybe, but we're addressing for the nation 4 times, 3 times. Echena the 4th time, and he hasn't even mentioned. Say yakundi passe na omo ebusuya ne yako. Those people that have died, remember say ebi emma, ebi yekunu, ebi yeyerenom, ebi hwe ebusuya. Ene yeja omo ma enyanka. Omo yerenom aye widows. Ana omo kunu no ma ye widowers de omo nyina wo ho no. But nobody is talking about that. Nobody is concentrating on that. But we are concentrating on unnecessary things. Normal emwa. Yet, George Floyd was killed here in the United States.
Yeah.
Forgetting about George Floyd's and also the criminal background and at the we had people supporting because we thought that the police did not do the right job.
Yes.
Which is true, they didn't do the right thing. We had Ghanaians, the president tweeted.
Wow.
George Floyd, when you Ghanaian, the president tweeted on his on official Twitter handle.
Maybe I know support to a Black Lives Matters.
Those who died, are they white people? Those who were killed, are they white people? They were killed by your people. It's the police and the soldiers that killed them. They shot them, they killed them.
And no investigation, nothing yet.
Nothing has happened. I've not heard any government official say anything. Also, the Omoka said those some people who like the EC officials or made mistakes will be prosecuted. But they didn't talk about the killings, the people that have been killed. But we held funerals for somebody who is not a Ghanaian or a baby. You say state money. Every year, every month.
Ghana for one says Sikano the year.
Now, why is taxpayers' money? Ministry of Tourism, you know.
Wow.
Just go and look at the budget, what they use in organizing that funeral. On your Ghana, new. Name you cook Ghana for, you have 2 Ghana for, and you want judge correct me, deep judge at you courtroom, Echo Pamono, Yankashi. Obiti na baby, a did judge at Tessa Kwasi and Penny, where Jimmy, we are what? So we live in a country where the laws, the law no, favor certain group, certain crop, certain category of people. Na law na ede ekomo na on kasa ekuo no ho ana on kasa amanyokuo no ho on kasa batch of people na what they on ka ho onya Ghanaian.
Wow.
Because yes obi timi etena see ne book asem a ope. And then it goes nobody nothing happens.
Wow.
So if the president is acknowledging the killing of 8 innocent people who are Ghanaians who were exercising their rights during some went to register during registration, they were killed, some were stabbed. Up to date, nothing has happened. After election, during coalition, people went to the coalition center, whatever it is, were shot and killed. Because we say police there, say move control crowd, not crowd knows one. Idea we are so be enemy tear gas, any water cannon, and a pepper spray. Why do you have to fire live bullets? And the police are just walking freely. Some of your police fool, some of your vigilante fool, they were in police military uniform. So that is how we're going to call them. They are walking free of charge. Nobody is asking questions. Nobody is asking questions. So, Otuwa say, on my bell, your institutions and your Juma. You visit an institution and then you'll be hugely disrespected. We live in a country, you here in America, visit any federal office, any state office. They don't know you. You being an immigrant, you being somebody, wherever, they will accord you the respect that you deserve. Go to Ghana Embassy here in New York and see the kind of disrespect here. Young girls, so forget to say, it's our taxpayers' money that they use in paying you there. Why will you be no? They don't look at you and then listen to what you want to do. They talk to you anyhow. And so, Bruni original Monty or no security person, if you get the kind of respect that he will accord you before you even enter the premises.
I know the
so I don't know.
I think that Ghana for DNA. Maybe more example be na Ghana restaurant to be what Toronto how. And when the Ghana restaurant no omu be in for front brother lady no nani kunu ndi ni free Ghana na aba. Woni medua ne nwa. humble lady. Any pakwa ne kohono. Me say, just say, oh, that it's me. You're more 30 minutes because almost you're behind. Now, my many who's will make his scanner. I mean, your chrome went yes. I feel behind my many pa and it's subai be a daddy. Rudeness. And you know, the Awokano, you would the same thing what Toronto ha. What you see? Who kwaje visa e de akọ Ghana. Urama ubua ne numu kasa the way. Obe kasa no. When is our security? Wow, we have visit it will be out of why the obey now a day. Missing why?
Your problem. Your problem.
New Kurano. With treatment, whatever amount. But now, my example, no, my bruni, emra me room ho. Yes, Sam, yes, salute to it, said here. It's sad, and it's sad, Minuya. It's sad. Yeah, let's back to our topic.
Sorry.
And
the issue of the honorable minority leader address, honorable Aruna Idris address, no.
Yeah.
The police have given themselves out. They are being pushed around. The police are being pushed around because court Amodi Omako said Oma breaching the Public Order Act.
Right.
Before they embarked on that work to present that harmless petition to the EC, they informed the Marshal of Parliament in writing a day before. The Marshal of Parliament and the police in Parliament, they have a post there.
Wow.
They informed them. So I don't know which kind of notice again they were looking for. And moreover, the Public Order Act doesn't say or does not prevent anybody from embarking on a process, on a walk or whatever. You only give notice to the police so that they can give you protection.
Yeah.
If even you you can embark on, you don't even need to, it's not false. It happened here, people demonstrate. You need to also tell the authority, but if you don't tell them, you back on the authority, it is incumbent upon the police to give you that kind of the protection that you need. So I don't get DSP Kosifori, who has allowed himself to be used in such a manner.
Wow.
But one thing we should remember is if you are in uniform today, you wouldn't be in uniform forever. And then one thing Ghanaians should also know is that is where I have a problem. Me until I traveled my brother. Some of us had that same kind of thinking.
Yes.
But you don't have to be thinking that way. What is wrong is wrong. What is right is right. So be you don't repeat the same thing, telling us to equalize. It is MPP that went to court, somewhere 1996 or 1997 thereabout, to fight against S-party injunctions. Police to protect demonstrations. Say, when court can say before you put in an ex-party injunction, there should be an affidavit to support it.
Support it. Okay.
The affidavit in explaining the reasons in here and you guys on back on. And the ex-party injunction so means say, because every injunction, I mean, on the one seven because the injunction control so uniho. Na my head watch it. And only ex-party you say, and I say you argue. So, and the ex-party it take it 10 days. So these are the same people that fought against these kind of things. But why are you now? Because you are in power, you are trying to use the law, you are trying to use the police, the military to fight against Adia Yedinimu. And what is happening is they are peaceful demonstrations. Nobody has been killed, nobody has been shot. You are talking about burning of ties. And look, I am in Shada Mintiasi. Tie burning on DNA assay. Nothing has fault. It's very peaceful. People are being killed. You are not talking about those who have been shot dead. You are talking about ties that has been bent. Are we serious as a nation?
Wow.
Are we? So if the minority didn't respond to the sermons, a friend is saying, the police, court now, they have every right to go. They know the law. Me, I'm not a lawyer. I'm a layman.
So,
There are certain things I might say, it might not be in law, and I wouldn't sit here to say I know everything. I'm a lawyer. No, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just layman point explanations. I mean, but there are people who are listening to who might be better than
of
or
course.
know better than what I do. But I didn't want a common sense. It's not about you don't have to like know everything to know.
And the question is, NDC a case the court. What's happening? They say. Apart
NDC case court no very simple. People are saying say why is adding NDC versus Omano? They were saying say Oma winning election. John Mama is the president elect. Adding court Oma fasa 7 uncle. I hope if people have read the petition of the NDC, if you have the opportunity to read or to see it, the NDC are going to court for they want so many things to be done, but Emumi and Sape, Anna like Mama, like I have it offhand. I bet Miyaka. But for ye, mathematical errors are easy in here. And a second one, so ye interpretation of easy na laws are the bar by a govern election there. Our boost no, and no me yede omode ko. And thirdly, no so ye injustice and see you know. That's what they are going to look for. And that the when your friend say doubt away election no. I know because say clear. And no boy me nya makmenu so be ka say omokura no results no munya na joma amanya no omo nhye da give into almost so a problem. It means what the NDC is saying no MPP I confirm it. But Mike Beno as about the chairs about say why yes I don't know actually. What can be it's on record. Let's look at what happened with the presentation of the results. On the 9th December, the EC, I have it here. The EC, Eka say Nanado in also total number of Nipa to by 30,432,857.
Okay.
And here total vote cast. This is the EC's figures are or the my and yet NDC coalition or my there be EC results of a boy. The NDC are in court based on the Electoral Commission results of boy, you know, and yet NDC coalition or my in the NDC coalition my crowd embem. I know the like it doesn't come in anywhere. And then because it doesn't come in, that is why the NDC said Omun can say and declared Mahama winner. But based on what the EC declared, you know, it should be a runoff.
It should be a runoff.
The NDC were so smart in the sense Omun got no evidence in area, you know. They gave it to a lot of people, lawyers, justices to go through them. Yeah. And this is the best thing they could get from the evidence that they have.
Right.
Because they are not presenting presenting figures on my quality.
And this is for say Mahama winning. Only almost all Sami fee cast.
And I mean say yes, they said that and only based on the coalition and no more figures on more. But in going to court, you know, and the figures on more normally court. They are taking the figures is in the present you know, and they call court.
Ain't no to you.
Meeting.
Whereby say Omo Castre NDC for na say Sami Jamfi and now so president elect.
Say
I get you to so much people Tirimu say ya Mahama they say winning any farmer. Instead say Sami Jamfi and answer NDC for best plenty ama fans, neo supporters, amount for atiasie for you, not you, but you be an atiasie. Upia to say Hama na raining ye
go ahead. Minchawano. But it is true, it is right. The coalition they did, Mahama won.
Really?
Yes, per the figures they have.
Okay.
And per the evidences a kuta or more omode court vote pardon. Court tells them say Mahama won. But you cannot go to after the declaration of the EC, there is nothing that you can do to overturn the EC I declare no. So they are going to court based on the laws of Ghana, based on what the EC declared, based on the CI that governed the election that we just had. Also, yes, Okopadia, the Onsabeka na oyede, Okope, Okopadia on Sanka. Just like the MPP call 2012, no. Omuko say, Yenke about from mem because say pensions no had duplicated serial numbers.
Yes, but MPP that's 2012. And I know now almost signatures, right?
And no signatures, duplicated serial numbers no. Enti aba obiato no yenye de yentwam.
But the who can I say? President, me can't say it's a major president elect no. Who say I'm a war every name, but according to NDC for no calculations, so much say as you said, they should go for runoff. Muhammad when BT Ekufuado.
The calculations of Modika court no. The calculation of the EC, which I have it here and can maybe run it through actually. No mistakes are adding a womb. And based on the mistake the EC did, the communication director of the MPP Nankasa Ajiatum said, Madam Jemensa on the 9th, everybody results,
Yeah.
Instead of saying, say, total vote cast, or total valid vote.
Yes, I remember that.
That is what Yabuabia Samuel, lawyer, Ekaye. It's a no form.
And yes.
So I no form on record printed.
Yes.
And on the second day, on the 10th, or such no communicate by Obia unsigned. There wasn't any signature under it. Okay, say when Obubo no figures no, there was a mistake. And to mistake a woman no, or the right figure the air and in bringing the right figure no, the number that Akufo-Addo had changed. The number that Mahama had changed, but the percentages remain the same. And then also the total number of vote cast was changed. And to get the total number of vote cast is total valid votes plus total rejected votes. So that is the calculation that a BT amount for. People were not smart to know say we are. So the NDC are in court based on this calculation on this declaration Jim Mensah made.
So before I continue, I'm question back then they say presidential no. You who does so cast Akufo-Addo and answer Mahama or more vote than Akufo-Addo for the presidential?
For now, it doesn't come in.
It doesn't make okay.
It doesn't come in because that is not what they are standing on.
Okay.
And when they say Enye
Juma. Say NDC say runoff because
Enye Juma based on declaration now, Madam Jemensa yen on the 9th no. Okay say nipa 13,432,857 and a 2 aba. Emu 313,397 a rejected ballot.
Okay.
So emu South Africa we muno His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo nya 6,730,413, which amounts to 51.595%.
Okay.
John Dramani Mahama nya 6,214,889, amounting to 47.366%. So Anna on the 10th no buy no or services no and the total vote cast no 3,400,000 433,573 instead of 13,432,857. There has been an addition of 716 votes.
Wow.
About the total vote cast. No.
Enti eno ye
Anna,
now or the
what's it?
eno your numbers or be add the can home.
That is and only the count total vote cast. No. Anna, Oba, each candidate sunya yeah. We are focusing on the two.
Yeah.
On the NIPA two because they are the people in contention.
Yes.
Nanado nya on the telephone, also Nanado nya 6,730,598 and 87. One man addition of 174. As compared to on the 9th, also Nanado nya 6,730,413.
Wow. Question is
Metie.
my name Obi Kasai. They know what Chen is the reason our numbers no continue to change and then say about one that time I know I'm to we no more numbers in be my
Matiki man mincha wano.
Make a difference.
On the 9th no. Madam Jemeta can say out of the 275 constituencies no. There is only one constituency. The results end the MI. There are no total vote population here 128,018. Should we add all this number to John Mahama? He will still not. It will still not change anything.
Yes,
which is a big lie.
Are they?
And on the say Saudi 128,818 eka 6,214,888. It will change, and if it changes, it will bring the percentages down.
Won't mean winning.
Nobody has said so we're winning. Some case we're winning.
Okay.
I'm not saying they say you win. The American say, ever bring it. What is African can't John Mahama the one? It will automatically reduce the one Nanado has had in terms of percentage.
Will go down and Mahama will go up.
No, that one will also go down.
Okay.
And make it on the 10 figure no. On my JM 6,213,182. A reduction of 1,707.
Okay.
As compared to 6,214,889. And based on these discrepancies, figures changes a woman. And no now, and this is just why they echo court.
Wow.
So as we speak now, even this 13,433,573 no assessor. So as we speak, nobody knows the exact total number of votes cast. So this is the doubts that Mr. Mahama is talking about. Say the EC has to come out and come and clear the air. And I read in there because very simple.
Okay.
Simple and say Anka esi no better figure no. Call the parties. Call peace council. Oh, at the end, mistake say abem. We will come. Say. It would have been resolved, and then all these acrimonies, all these disjointed issues. I read it.
Welcome to the Peace Council. A chief for high Q seat, and then the first time now joining here, making sure still be like follow page and no share page. Was so can only be soon young being share. And then come I and say, a dear Necos Supreme Court, NDC court. Court no a DN7 nom the coy. My brother, before they see how explaining what can say be a metier 40 I say, but maybe questions I'm want to say. NDC did they say Oma winning. But whereby I say Oma realizes say Oma winning presidential no. It is for them to help them to go to court no is runoff. Now, I may ask some questions. I don't know, maybe so, maybe so earlier. I don't know, nim sa And I said, before Ube making any assumption and I said prediction, said the mistakes are easy, and now Nyoma Wakoswaye. I said, we research well because the fans me say me will lady be me need komo Mahama onya more votes me say me catch and no me show there be now was starting to understand it adena when the kind ama NDC amanfo anso ate say yen winning Akufo-Addo so an winning Obi an winning and say a runoff whereby Asami Jemfiba Beka as a president-elect. When him says a hard pa and will cause a lot of problems, pa.
I agree with you. And I'm can say based on the pink sheets and NDC Omo coalition center any calculations ni figures are not one. They had it say they have won. So they had every right to say what based on the calculations that they've done. And they are in the petition of the coin. There is this part in it say there are about 11 constituencies vote pardon a consistent 13,000 plus votes from Ashanti region were added to the total numbers the president now president elect and then they have evidences of what they are saying attached. So it is the Supreme Court, and after it is the court that is going to unravel this mystery and what around all the summer heading.
Now, Adena, J Mensa, I'm trying to understand now. Give us the detail because I feel like say this happened in 2012 and now 2016. Yeah, announce we. Adena more expect to say Oba back no best plenty new Antiwa Mantia. They say NDC will be J Mensa. Why
in the first place, nobody forced her to come and do the quick declaration that she did. And then before you come in to declare, all issues surrounding the declaration, and I say, as any issues you make sure you sit down and solve it. Some solve it, nipa no lose or lose, or winning. But if you don't give room to that, then nipa no lose pokurana
okay.
Send them can what must say. And to know idea bianca unnecessary disagreement in Ekosu. This thing could have been solved before doing the declaration. Because nobody forced her to come and do what she did. And Adoye gives room for people to what? To speculate. And to say certain things. And yet, in information delivery, if you are not forthcoming and you hold information, it gives room to rumor. Emma rumor gap no kesi. Emma obia timi den fill that space with rumor. So what she could have done is say if she had listened to the petitioner NDC the man before she declared now, I think you do baby.
Wow.
It happened in 2008. Afarijan sat everybody down and then told them say this is the petition NPP has brought.
Right.
They are not clear with some people in time not being allowed to vote. So what do we do? And meanwhile, the difference between the two candidates was only just about 23,000, 28,000 votes.
Right.
And then the rest of people in time too was around that same figure. So it wouldn't be wise to declare somebody president. So if that be the case, why not going back there and run that constituency? So whatever happens, we can add it up and then what and declare. Very simple.
So say MPP can say, "Tama moye demono." MPP say monko court. Monko court na munya dede no. NDC call court so MPP say you don't have any evidence. We need no grounds. We waste time in courts. What's happening?
And only Nyachum, I will Sebi Ghana for be no. And yeah, even penny for some people. We were here, they told us go to court, stop doing demonstrations, stop burning ties, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Go to, okay, maybe I'll go to court.
Go to court.
Okay, maybe I'll go to court. Fine. And then NDC says, fine, we'll go to, or they are doing their demonstrations. Court is the last resort. So they made sure they sat down, they assembled people, they audited their pink sheets, had their evidences, and now they are in court. This one back court as well. And no crowd will be say case in a huru. Ade ya huru a hwi ni wa nya papa de. You don't respond to the what? To the petition. And now within an hour, but you've assembled lawyers struggling to find solutions to the questions I'm up with. Even though you have 10 days to respond.
Right.
Up to date, you've not responded. And 30 minutes to no respond. That's a rule. But you are there. Struggling to have it.
Wow.
So, court. What's it? Let's meet at court. See if yes, court. Court is the only institution, and that's are the only people that will tell us the Abodeba and in Nasobi no Hontiade, Yaboy Monko. Then the country will move forward.
And my question is, what think you say? Easy decision obey make is controlling by Nana Kufuadwana because on the DNC so. Because we share the calculations, any decision, baby, or now so adiano, there is no media, or just a small tiny mic being a one and he greet good afternoon instead of evening, and he be ever found a pressure.
And your pressure.
This ruling was already decision already made before.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yes.
And I make us say. If you lead a group of people and you leave a certain gap, information gap will be you give room to people to speculate and say things that you've not done, like my rumor in air strong.
Yeah.
From day one, I wouldn't sit here and be a hypocrite. NDC, when they were in power, supported Charlotte Osei. Everything Charlotte Osei did, they were like they supported it.
Yes.
Similarly, that is what MPP2 is doing to Jane Mensah.
Wow.
Jane Mensah's own is being worse.
Wow.
Even Charlotte said she allowed consensus, even though the NDC will come out and be talking for her. But remember when MPP can they agree, they go and they do it. There wasn't any point in time Charlotte said na for a job or na IPAC meeting soldier for na guard ho. Na Charlotte said kasa na soldier ni police ni jina na chi say. Obi kasa na obi seria yesema ne kasa biem. O kwa IPAC meeting as a o ko Rwanda. This is Rwanda ko dey o ko Afghanistan. Etuo kutukuta manfo. No consensus. We had an EC commissioner who says NDC is dangerous to the democracy of Ghana. Who said no maybe akoko koso ama so obi kasa then for corner de e won nyina so obi ana ama nipa ne de e kasa.
Okay.
So normal SCC any normal omaye omo ne ye their actions and their inactions is giving room for people to talk the way they are talking. And clearly you can see what is happening.
The day of declaration, why there's no media?
They are the best people who can answer.
Wow.
Because if there were media houses present, at least the camera would have captured them.
Yes.
Because declaration actually media and capture. Almost capture no. And almost 20 diff about 20 let's ask international media bang and a cover declaration.
Wow.
And now the election we won't say international media be I'm a news item all show the declaration. What could be anybody
all this is the question mark. And until my NDC started so almost investigating to find out what happened.
Exactly.
Now say MPP first what Jiatum. Oma Jiatum say easy boss no are making mistakes. So what say MPP for say EC board also evidence that EC board EC no add the numbers to Mahama votes. You heard that too.
Of course, we can Mr. McMahon.
Manu, yes.
Or can on join news.
Yeah.
I'm a friend and a minim.
I have the video.
Sebesena or that's all the yenche in Tina still and now they do so no cancer idea.
This can get to MPP trouble, pal.
Of course.
Big trouble.
I say their lawyers are studying the NDC petition and they are ready to prove in court to say the Mahama also had figures you shouldn't have gotten. So it gives Mahama.
So now he's admitting that MPP gets some numbers as well. They should have been having these numbers.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Wow. This statement can get MPP big trouble.
So say idea be one no more. You see, always, you should watch your commentary. Just like now, beside me say, Sammy say,
yes.
So, Ebiana like Akosu.
Say
So,
was
yeah, politicians.
And one thing sometimes I don't understand and say, I understand how politicians speak, but Adena say NDC more court for what's they call say runoff. Fine. Adena all the things that you said previous, you know, more mess squash explain better things to your viewers for the viewers to.
Anyway, it seems people have not listened. There have been occasions.
Okay.
I've heard Asiedun Ketia speak.
Yes.
I've heard Sami Jenfi speak.
Okay.
And I've heard Dr. Alessegefia also speak. Okay. And then Anon America was say initially, based on what the NDC coalition, based on what they did, this was the opinion they had. This was the idea, the picture that they had, and they painted that picture to Ghanaians.
Oh.
So the EC came in, and one thing you should know is the declaration of the EC is backed by law. You can't overturn it.
Oh, no?
Oh, yes. Oh, you can't overturn it.
To overturn it, you need to go to court.
You need to. That's what I'm saying. You can't overturn. And in overturning it, you need to have strong evidence. So if the NDC goes to court and they are able to prove, say, vote party no mukano no correct.
Sir.
Figures are Madam de Mensa Kikaeno mistakes no correct. You calculate first day no 103 100.3%.
3%.
Adia on the 10th no. On the 10th no, so on the 10th no, so calculate is it 90? Is it 9?
Yeah.
98.2 something. A shorty by 1 point something percent. Okay. So these are the discrepancies the NDC is standing on to make a case at the Supreme Court.
Wow.
So based on what they've made, now the petition they've written, anything they've said and everything, and Supreme Court on fine Juma. Because it is not part of a petition. It's not an any evidence about me there.
Okay.
Based on the MCY and on the Ebeshias Waka. Nanya Sama Obiaka.
Sir.
Say na me fa say court process ne start. No be come make comment be. And no be can be bia. That is when maybe the Supreme Court might admit it as an evidence. But ade Obiaka ne the amane you cannot submit it and now find could be say as I said earlier, I'm not a lawyer. This is my layman explanation. Somebody listening to us may know better and then will maybe get us in. Yeah.
Question is to say NDCD process or more court or more year process. Can they swear in an adult on the 7th? Is that possible?
Nothing prevents Parliament from swearing. You can be sworn in.
Okay.
You can be sworn in. They are sworn in after the court case. If there is anything otherwise, the Supreme Court is the highest decision-making court in the land. So if whatever decision they bring, if it is a runoff, they will mandate the EC. They will give it a certain number of months or days to rerun the election. If they want to uphold what the EC have said as well, they will uphold it, and then we move on as a nation.
Okay. My brother Bako see me say a question waha. A tier for you me phone line it too, Mr. Ram, one more friend, why? Or say you ask him that the petition is asking a runoff between the NDC and the EC. Are they going to send a correct petition? Now then, I'm going to petition against the EC.
My brother,
on your party.
A typo error.
Oh, okay.
And it happens. And I don't think if they feel say typographical error into almost respond here, they should say that they shouldn't respond to the petition.
Okay. Okay. Is a okay.
A typographical error.
Okay.
And I over 30-something page petition. So these things are bound to happen. I don't hear the substantive, and I don't think it's the Supreme Court have seen it. Senior Papa, they will call them to come and even in 2012 NPP's petition, they went and then begged the Supreme Court and then corrected certain portions of it. So it happens. There's nothing wrong with that.
And to swear in another no is possible. They can continue the court process. You bet me I swear it in. Now, as stories are yet as so for being commissioning, you may be almost say. NDC for be Shishiku. As of we are growing no moody and answer them.
You know my stand on Asofu.
Yes.
You know my stand. Say, one, I don't want to talk against anybody's faith. I don't want to talk against anybody's religion, what the person believes in. This is politics we do, so you need to be careful what you say. We are all one people.
Yeah.
Just say we differ in faith, but so would say obi koyeku. Nyame ya some say nyame yi kira no asay no anameboa.
Yes.
So nyame yi akira it means say it has been say ya say no. I even heard one also for obokuro bi din e won zema o say etuogu ho.
Etuogu.
Say etuogu ho a won who say we no o ka wie na nka police aden afa no who akotire etuo ni akofa. But they will leave it. Now, like at the it's in the airspace. No, be it. That tells you how incompetent and unserious as a people are.
Yeah. The person you show video where that always played it extra me. Why?
He's written a widely circulated epistle. It completely distorts what went on Alaji last week. Mr. Gabriel Chudako somehow is able to conjure statements and so on, and to put them out as statements which were made by me. I think it's most unfortunate. Everybody has a right to express themselves as freely as possible. But nobody has a right to conjure, statements and to attribute them to anybody. Mr. Gabriel Chidaku alleges in his epistle that I claim that the security forces voted for the National Democratic Congress. And his attempt to challenge what I had said claims that the special voting, the results of the special voting, if you look at the results of the special voting, the New Patriotic Party won. I did not make any reference to special voting in the statements that I made last week. I asked a very simple question about who won in the barracks of the security forces. And I mentioned Burma Camp, I mentioned Michelle Camp, and a few others. How this somehow strangely translates into special voting, only Mr. Gabriel Chodako can explain. And in fact, I'm wondering why he did that.
Brother, we'll go back. Now, the question is, one thing is, NDC members in Penyufui, I'm on for also a lot of problem. an almost contracted sometimes when they talk. Because Asama, so what is our story? Yeah, what is anyone explaining itself on that? And I'm a full video nati. Unim story no. What me too, huh? Okay. What me too, huh?
Mr. Mate, I know the story.
Okay. Now, Edia na ekoso. I akwasi because I think
In the first place, no, Kwesi Pratt is not an NDC member.
okay.
He has not said it anywhere. Nobody can tell me say or NDC member. He might speak sometimes in favor of the NDC, but that doesn't make him an NDC member.
Okay.
And then the statement that he made and why he said concerning the special voting, as he was trying to explain himself, he didn't say it anywhere. Say NDC winning in all the special voting, you know, and moreover, counting now, they don't count that one separately from the main voting that is done on the 7th. Usually, so I'm kind we are, baby constituency, and I say baby are going one, the back no my kind. So even after Gabi or Ochedakun make his or tweet his I don't know on the Twitter and the Facebook handles,
right.
We had somebody who brought, and I mean, it's no personal. I'll let you know. I'll show it to you. At the bit by bit, what happened in every region. By a confirm me, like it suggests to say the NDC won in most of the security, But Enokorano, Gabi was just trying to make a point to say something that will be able to say the MPP are still strong within the security setup of the country.
You know, say I was Pratt on your NDC ni. I'm surprised, Pao, because
he has. There's no way I can me say he is not holding a card. When you're NDC card bearer member, he might sometimes speaks in favor of the NDC. That doesn't make him NDC. And I'm saying all the na Kwaku MPP ni.
Okay.
Or the Kwaku MPP ni.
Okay, good point.
Kabila MPP ni.
Okay.
So that is people. Obiani baby or can echo. I can tell you, say there is no neutral in Ghana and in Ghanaian politics.
Party.
It is better you come out and tell us this is where I belong and this is what I want to do. But they've taken it up, say they want to be neutral, even though they are not neutrals. But as we speak, and it is a known, you say Kwaku Bakuni Kwesi Pratt, also me CPP for. But when they speak, they don't speak as CPP people. So that is it. Going through the comments, because one Kofi Ghana, he should. I'm not sure. He should know, say we make mistakes in life, and I say, there are some things we mistake. That doesn't make it say, oh, more petition or from amateur. It's not right. You don't talk like that. You are not a lawyer. You are a lawyer. If they are amateur and it's not correct, and you think what they send there, no, it's not right. As I've said, they shouldn't respond to the petition. They should write to the Supreme Court, say,
mistakes. Because Mekai said,
somebody says, say the NDC guy is funny. Yeah, I'm funny, but I'm speaking the truth. I'm telling you what is it.
Mekai said MPP they almost a manifesto.
There be almost mistake that from the presidency. Every letter that comes out of the presidency is full of mistakes.
Friends manifesto by MPP say almost one dam, one day and there NDC for
they are not quite. They said they make official letters about Bonting.
Oh, okay.
Letter Eugene Besign Bia has mistakes. We don't look at them. We shouldn't make politics so cheap. Let's look at the substance of what we're talking about.
Let's go to
not the typo errors.
Now, and say to you, NDC were court. NDC were court then at year 4. But my main concern, partner, say your fans. I know, say everybody. I think say GM You don't think the GM should come out and make a statement? Let the
On
fans know, hey, you see, right now we in court, calm down, and share because
he's made a statement already. He made a statement. The night that he spoke, did you listen what he said?
explain it.
He says, they are going to court for the right thing to be done. A lot of calls came in.
So,
Do this. Do you know up to the people are calling him? International community,
uh-huh.
on petition inside and say, what has happened? The evidence that you've seen goes beyond me withdrawing the petition. Because the US and the British embassies visited NDC, was it 3-4 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
They showed them the evidence and they were shocked. When they came out, media no interview, they didn't speak. Naturally, they would have spoken.
So,
I can say, oh, you're calling, say, but they didn't speak.
yeah, because in court, right?
That tells you, say, the gravity of what they saw.
Wow.
You see, what is happening now? Nobody is saying, say, Obi a super right, and Obi a angel.
Mm-hmm.
This is about the democracy of Ghana that we need to protect. And then the BI know it will not remain like this all the time. The status quo will change. And if it changes, no people no also hear the same thing.
David.
So now that we've seen and we've identified certain flaws, certain problems, certain challenges in our system, let's fix it. Because if we don't fix it now, tomorrow the same crop of leaders and they will do the same thing to us. And at the end of the day, we are going to suffer.
Now,
So it's better we fix the system now.
mm-hmm.
We make sure changes abba to give Obia like a very nice breathing space. It doesn't matter which party you support, where you belong to. The right thing ought to be done. The changes have to happen to make sure that we move on and be able to build a better country that we all wish we want to build.
Up to now, some of the MPPs, some still almost said there is no mistakes in the Electoral Commission numbers, figures. Among four still calculate exact the same figures.
My brother, you should know, sir, we have category of people.
Yes.
As we speak now, the big boy players
mm-hmm.
within the corridors of power.
Yeah.
Have you seen their demeanor? One who demeanor. One who saw Mokasa. That should tell you, say, yeah, we have the full soldiers, we have the fanatics. Because some of us, maybe you come and sit down and see things even though I don't talk that way. But there are some betnasi or no the obeka mana inside here amanfo the obeka mana amanfo aye de no the obeba e no no But truly you don't win an election and be quiet as people are quiet in Ghana now. Yeah, inauguration of presidency here. Yeah, 6,000 soldiers and any military and kohoda. Are they in the parliament? Obia man 6,000 are they?
No, Mate, is it true?
There's a video going around. The police, Fia Tenge was speaking.
Yeah.
She spoke. 6,000. And then we Guantanamo Bay for Nomunkoya. No, that's what Ghana. Let's be serious, my brother. 6,000.
My brother,
for one inauguration. 6,000. And you say you're no open space, so you're no Parliament House.
My brother, be a question.
Yes.
So you are saying NDC can make mistakes from the NDC letter, but the EC can't. Is that what you are telling us? My
brother, don't twist it. The NDC's own is a typo error. The EC's own is not a typo error. In adding up figures, some mistakes are costly, And I've said it. If you think the mistake, the NDC, the typo error that they did, because of that, you not respond to the petition, tell everybody we are not responding. Your leaders are there, they are seated day and night trying to find answers to the petition the NDC sent. If there were a mistake, they could have ignored it.
Wow.
Or they could have ignored it. We're talking about figures. 1 + 1 is 2. 1 + 1 is not 11. And that is what the EC did. You see, we're talking about the lives of people is at stake here.
Yeah.
If it is with Muhammad alone, I tell you, my brother, he would have conceded. Because when he was in power, he conceded. How much more now that he's not in power? 6 million and change people voted for him. So he cannot just stand up and say, oh, yes, I'm okay. Then what are you telling those people who voted for you? So, man, I didn't make a say, if it is wrong, it is wrong. Let's make it right.
Yes.
If you want to follow our partisanship always and make statements that we ought not to make, we do things that we are not supposed to do. Yeah, I say merry-go-round. You better come near side, near Saba back. But if we face it head on, and then no matter how bitter, how hard it is, hit it that one will serve us better than say I didn't near the door don't change. Now you tackle the main problem.
I dear back a surprise see me pa and say Ghana for I think said they want to change. Why am I saying that? 4 years in here, JM, NDC, Emma Ghana for sure. MPP in power. Free SHS. 1 district, 1 factory. 1 dam, whatever. Roads, agriculture, food, Adrianiebu. But they still Atutiao MPP.
Thank you. Okay, sir. My major comment with I say
everything the people MPP been giving to Ghana.
Let me tell you, let me make this statement. Do you remember, say, I told you, say, the winners are crying and the losers are happy.
Oh, and this is your boy, Juma, and you're a bomb, Abaso.
Okay, I say, my case has same way.
I'll make you comment on that.
What is happening is, Okada, Abu, free SHS. People will not agree. People say, hey, Okada, so will you finish school, university, and go and ride Okada? And do I know why?
David.
Omo mudis can wo ho. And to mudis can we are. Na nsesa na aka no kwan sana aka no. Ye de abra mo say free water. Free pipe bear 5 years in so pipe mo dey say free water and you are happy. You say free electricity. The bia you do mokane you say free electricity and you are happy. Free meals. You see chair movie almost say be 2 trillion as a dey Ghana cedis. Nipa say na dem a. There are better things that they are supposed to do. They are not doing it. So the NDC has done a marvelous job, a marvelous, super job. If I had my way, your mama should walk out, chest out. He went to this election with a disjointed NDC. Kokuma Ido, any Alotojo Cops, NDC Amana we're fighting against NDC. Giving the secrets of the NDC to the MPP. Rawlings was against the NDC. Nobody can deny this fact. Oh, yes. Martin Amidu was against NDC. Even though he brought out this mother serpent of corruption. Oh, yes.
I don't know Martin Amidu against.
It's a known fact. Martin Amidu never liked John Mahama.
Shall last minute ready or
drop no ya dear na his integrity was at stake.
Okay.
And the money, yes, I don't know. More ones are coming.
Wow.
In the months ahead, Ghana be dead.
Wow.
Mr. Ghana be thereof. More are coming. So people should know say Ghanaians really wanted change. Because even 4 million votes.
Bro, I do not understand this part.
Look at the number of NDC seats NDC won. MPP had 169 seats. You are struggling to get 137.
To make it
struggling, stealing, shooting.
Wow.
So NDC should be proud. They fought a good fight.
Wow.
But one thing the NDC parliamentarians should have in mind, people voted for them because they needed change. They shouldn't go and sit there and be doing yeah. And sit there and then for them to be bribed. Because it is easy. They can tell you, oh, campaign, okay, you want boka, blah, 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 so 5,000, 100,000 Ghana be in a fatu car, near to about what one my they'll be voted out.
Wow.
People are really hungry. People wanted change. So if you look at the voting pattern,
after what MPP has done this 4 years, they still voted.
Let me tell you something. Amount for
I say vote Nanado.
Look at the money they gave the students to go, but they were still voting against Nanado.
Wow.
They were still voting against Nanado. 6 minutes Nanado created and he lost all of them. He lost all the 6 minutes of creating. I know we need when we need back. He lost everything. Can I put better say Otifoni like he used a word. I want to get the right word. I want to use the right word. Say like they didn't vote for Nanado. He used a word I forgot in I'll put it out. Yeah. So that should tell you, say people and see that. So within 4 years of a government, now you're facing a tuno. My brother, normal course needs to carry us fear good Ghana pan a bad day.
Wow.
In northern Ghana, Sike Shiagu Yaba Kosogo. The kind of money matches box near the 100 Ghana. Who say you 100 200 Ghana notes. Normally a shape near to check. We shall have matches. That's near Chis Casamon Kotwaba. Even the people took the money and voted against MPP.
Wow.
Look at what happened in Greater Accra. Like a tsunami.
Greater Accra, before Crabecon, listen. 4 years ago, MPP winning, it was like
21
seats and NDC have like 14 or something. No, completely.
Adani. Central region. Adani. Alotejo Cup, you were then the chairman. What's in a home Lusu now?
Wow. MPC no.
That's what I'm telling you. Sir. People needed change. People wanted change. And the one thing is, the MPs, most of them, they don't think about the presidency. And then something happened in Ashanti region. With the court case, he will reveal everything. Because I don't see where people, about 13,000 people, looking at the voting time, what should BVR in this one, the voting time, it started from 3:45 to 6 o'clock.
Yes.
About 13,000 people voted. And all of them voted for MPP without voting for any of the parliamentary candidates. It doesn't happen in Ghana.
And I can't believe it.
That is it. And in some say no okay. Obeka say what can try, but I court you. And no will prove.
Yes, but the number
or otherwise. Okay.
Number is too big.
Whatever, and I'm saying it's court you and no will prove or otherwise. Send someone amount for cano and Ukraine. Also, NDC waited, sorted for public opinion. I'm going to call public court. In Tomoshia, so I'm winning a public court, as an main court.
Wow.
And what I tell you, whatever decision that will come out of the Supreme Court, NDC are still winners.
Still winners.
They might not be in charge of the country, but they are winners.
Wow.
Because they've made it known to every MPP for now will be our name. Where they ever say they are from? I tell you, I have friends. You know where I am from.
Yes. Yes.
Well, you know where I'm from. And there are some American I know what I'm talking about.
That's
what what they tell you.
How seat is so company.
Even Okoles could be fresh. I am 1-1. I take 2012 years I am. So that tells you, say, well, my brother.
I tell for a church, I'm high key hospital. Kiosk seat is located Toronto, Canada, or Canada, Toronto, higher near wall. And then, court to Hunson, some yakaka. A shame this form, the one some court, he said, I could see. Sembebre, my brother and the church, me say, waba like a page and follow page, and the obit me, I know, no was so. What you say? Your bassing and same be near Canwan and I join, and won't join when in Yana, why they, why exit, and why share my. And Simbi was also near the banner gun and somewhere cocoso, you became binance when you want, no like in what follow, one shape page. And my brother and I'm dinner bay, waba horse seats before. Waba horse seats before. YouTube channel no Q's hot seat, a QS hot seat. Follow no so. What you say? Make sure so be follow channels in be the better will be no swire when you be aka. It's here for an I waste time. You person the paper church or my journey to within a few short minutes and more and I'm more friend inch be within 10 minutes in your baby line at home. Now watch the wide journey and DC court cases and some media accuracy. Brother, before you be a line to me, if I say a share video be near have a conversation. And then Supreme Court. A case, you know.
Hell no. So Tatu just came out, but Wankasa. Tatu Chikata just came out, but we never had a chance to talk to him. The media never had a chance to talk to him. Okay, so this is Tatu here. Okay. For live from the Supreme Court, this is what is going on.
Okay, brother. Yankasa.
Yeah, me too.
And they say, young fan say, MPP the Asamna Coco, NDC the Court, MPP for so more court. Now, young fan say, they say MDC, Echo Court, no more coco winning, sa case ya. Presidential ya case near run of what will happen?
Say we no more court or more corner. And this we know we need and say Supreme Court worker say almost granted almost who's a release NDC AC can adults when you back. It could be say the Supreme Court can grant all their reliefs, but the run of almost almost and I say they can grant the runoff and then refuse some of the reliefs.
Okay.
Internal maker say no matter what happens at the end of the day, NDC are still winners.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, say at the end of the day, a major decision will be made on the way the EC chair or commissioners are appointed. A major decision because they have shown clearly that they are very and highly incompetent.
So,
And clearly they've shown that. And if the Supreme Court, the judges on better case, I don't know the number of judges that are going to be appointed. Whether it's going to be all the 23 and I say 19, whatever, I don't know. Whatever they are going to take, at the end of the day, the NDC also has a chance for a review. Should set relieve some more panel, they are far more. So the case in Makase, it has not ended. We have a very long way to go. So I don't think it's going to be like the 2012 the NITK is it 8 to 9 months. You know. This one will be shorter depending on how the arguments are made, how the response are going to be looked at.
May I answer your first call? Why?
Oh, yeah.
Message connect to power. Me pacha udini baby a wakasa free.
Hello, Dr. Q.
Aha,
This is Mohammed from Kumo Northern Region.
me pacha kasa itio.
I think I'll greet you. I like your show, and I'll greet you very very good.
We greet you too.
When it comes to the court issue, I think inshallah NDC will win the case. Okay. But right now, the way Ghana is now going, I don't think it is going a right way. There was a proverb when my grandfather told me that when you are eating with a lion, you have to make your spoon be long. If not, the lion will feed the food and catch you too. That's how the NDC had did. Yeah. They said they have won the election. Obviously, they said they have won it. But when they read the petition, they said that they want to run off or nobody won their seat. So. Obviously, yeah. That's what they write in the petition.
Yes.
So right now, when they go to court, the court will now say, what is your evidence? Right now, when they give the evidence out, the MPP, you know, they are working with the issue. They will collaborate with the judges. Then they will even make changes in the what NDC have gotten. So right now, we are telling Ghanaians that let's come together and fight the right thing. It's either the court had declared for the NDC or not. Inshallah, NDC will win the seat. So thank you very much, Dr. Q.
Thank you. Pacho, we didn't baby akasa free.
Mr. Q, Unia Richmond, Mfrefi, South Korea.
Pacho kasa.
Not me brano. Mami correcting a baby. Now, kase ni we aso by who president I will be 4 years and for for Betiano. The mama ne first I one-time president. It will kind on Kama Ghana for it. Because all will be do 4 years for Ghana for Betiano 1 million votes. In the on Kaze, your mama were still one-time president of Ghana in the Ghana history of when it comes to politics. Okay. It's my main in quality of year.
Okay, that's
Abana Mokasi Lusu Western Virginia Beno. Me, let me I told me MPP chairman of Korea said you better Lusu because a mining area and most more fight say more be an garam say and also near Jume area who are boys in EDT. And now we said the NDC for the no yet or that mining and no minister of mining or village. I have a video on social media. All the Yakobo, I can't tell me so one day or no one didn't say about only NDC near you. Finity.
Yeah.
Almost command into Unium. Obi here, you want to cut and say, hey, we move the soldier tata on the police into me. They will vote for you. Into here, I said, my area, and there, you belus. Me, I told my time, I said, but be a Galamsey area and Western region inside one. The police soldiers, tata, but no money, Jumano. It will cost MPP. But Manika Central, Ghana for a changer. Me say, so Obi be about one back up a bit too. Massa will be too. Ye, let me the Nipa one cry. That was go up last election. One part in Patria and NEMP. And no doesn't mean the area of no more perana. That be a year Ghana for. But a Niema and I know can say about we buy and I say, Massa. Me ya me pese NDC for boba program so a mo kan ye ma boni ato mama ye me be ma tire obi NPP ye japa any PDS no anya adwuma Ghana for so mo mpene enti na do anya adwuma but mo bas ye adwuma ma to mama what any percentage what they say merchant bank to mama otomo ani ni Ibrahim mama ni nyina ye wodom ade na ndi on ka wanzem Korea STS to mama odifika won free enti na make us say ye ka asema judiciary is our Ghana and Kasan, and you're fair because and you're my bonnie and this for year.
Mobi so Mary. Why? That's a Mobi Mary, brother Richie. The Pacha Udini baby, I'll cast free. Oh, my brother, I'll connect it. Oh, Okay, me answer my brother. Me pacha udini baby au kasa free.
I'm in Bolivia, Tripoli.
Me pacha kasa chief with you.
Okay. The Massimo Juma Pamoji.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
I'm the country call and say, no, Sebi. Any MPP, can't say the Amoyan a by Mayana in this phone, and money your money say beer, or more one and spare smarter or Ghana beer, the Omoka beer is final.
So,
Ye crab, me fan say, a dear tea, no more than my dab on so when we need 140 seats. Almost I had the above and also when we need present here. After no in a chino, or my journey I'm fan say, Jamen, comment or come here, and I say, and some of the kind so I mistake womb, and I said, oh no, we just somebody court. But who be saying about or no, men fan so one now says so man a gym, no be sure no by what 3 times. I heard they was in this for your fat. Need a video more kind. Then we now say by a push your quarter. Now, yeah, be a police for must shoot. Ghana said the Empadriana Casano Yan at some time at the home no be a home here. Say the election day, okay, no more beer. One guy be off a ballot box and who could gun I was short among one sort of program behind my arm among friends. I said, we police in it. We know the woman to Edicos Kata. For ballot box, now we could shoot no Nagana for a side of Castle and Cassie, one yefi, one of you would you two would be honored with any person. It is said upon us, Yana, who didn't do yet, election day, the key eating would be I easy for more money yet, or my key, none of the other that's for him. Or Chimawa, but the 18 and another box name. People no, I just have to Panama copy.
Oh, and no who videos are now.
Yes, I make my videos now. So, open the years to YouTube. Not flow my videos soon be. This show my on each boss on a copy back 11 or here. Boko your chief move back is me, issue incorporate some.
Yeah, that's it.
So Ghana Nankasano, yeah, politics near Yamana, but Ghana and my blame say MP one on my election. And we never
will be so brave, mammy.
But sometimes they are also MP for to be to the mainstream home side and mom on one side on one.
Oh, David. Okay, bye bye. Brother.
Give
I'm on for an fire then no.
My man responded to Richmond.
Yes, sir.
What do you mean?
Meet you pa.
The Richmond car, you know. I say on him say MPP be lose.
Mr. Mamin Fall call we. Why first the Pacha Udini baby our casta free.
Your friend is be me Japan.
Oh, Pacha brother Casa.
Yeah, friends, first of all, on you my memo.
Oh, yeah, Joseph. Yeah, Joseph.
The person me visa crash to say. On think of a ballot board, you shoot your money at them. Where IGP copies FM about, I think, 2 days or 3 days before the election.
Yeah.
I could kind say, Udia, Ubekwa could go with the ballot board, they will stay with you. Okay. The country said, don't go for the ballot board. Why do you go and vote and go for the ballot board? Ballot box. New York, or no guy, no sort in New York. New York will be your thing. Trump, when you're Washington DC, in a White House, no. But the Trump Tower, you're close to going now into me. Man, and I'm going to tell true or what is here, no, as a DNA. This is just a common sense. It is just common sense. Canada, US, fine, when we do a ballot box. just because there a nipa be inside nipa be say mon konkofa ballot box. And first time
Asama na wo kan common sense. What do you mean by that, sir?
I mean, sir, you catch yourself, don't go for the ballot box. Don't go for it. Just go and go home.
Now, me guest to the one kasao. Me guest to the kasao.
I say, you shooting of war this year election. Now, I'm the person say, oh, kofa ballot box. It's in your shoot. I didn't know man shoot to go to you. Now, I'm ballot box.
Baunya omunya. Your point I know making is
exactly.
Your point I know making is yes, I was surprised. Me surprised up to now. Certain president has not made any speech, and now on condolence.
Hello, Q.
Go ahead.
Q.
You know what?
No, let me correct it. And yes, sir, Obeka to work.
Okay.
Let me caller, listen. Nowhere in my submission, Anameka say, Omo eku womo no. Omo kofa ballot box. And moreover, omo eku womo no. Obie no kofa ballot box ni eku no. Ghana or free Libya no kasa na okasa o video no. The video that he's talking about no, any time that the police were practicing should in case say obi fa ballot box a come be fa so be react. But nobody omo eku womo no obi no kofa ballot box a ebo ni tuo. Techima sa de eku nipa miensa no. Eno ya to aba na wi a eko leti. Ana ebo to no mu wuye. Ana ko do so the same thing. Those who were killed. Enya ballot collation center. Ana ko ablekuma. Abbas boy no wuye no aye bo ni tuo. National security ni bo ni tuo no. Ono so ye during the collation center ana ye bo ni tuo. Why na kofa ballot box ni eku no? And which media house in Ghana has reported say obi kofa ballot box ana ye bo ni tuo ku no? Say what you know. Don't say what is not right. Don't say what is not right. We speak with facts.
Makola nenkasa.
Listen to me. The guy who had a raffle and the other party, the motorbike buy the other party, ballot box and here. Did you saw that?
And no training.
Training. It wasn't real.
And you're real.
It's real. They were trying to show. In case some before ballot box, this is how they are going to react.
Me pacho tio.
And on one who's a police headquarters, they were trying to show, say, this is how we are going to react if somebody should come and pick the ballot box.
Yes, I know the brother.
Some people shouldn't try to confuse us. Nobody, from the registration to the election, or being no cover ballot box. Get this straight and get it right.
Fine. Okay,
brother.
I wouldn't then you'll be talking and be making unnecessary arguments.
So video na walk video training. What you say before elections, no? Training police for no. So video careful around a police headquarters. What you say? Intend you can.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, fine. But me person me say.
Yeah.
Okay. In the election year, and I say before the election year, now you have some party leaders in NDC. Sir, they will be killing people, they will be burning places and stuff. What do you think they should do?
Okay.
Don't you think what is wrong when they send the army?
I know the came with what it you whoever
you saying, they will burn markets, they will do that, they will do that. And if as a party leader, do you have to talk like that?
I know the whoever said it
when they depart the police and when they depart the police and the army to calm everything down, what is wrong with it? And if you don't understand this, I don't know what America or you don't.
Mr. Makasa, no insult. Why?
Thank you.
Debbie, Pacho had a Casasa, the Pacho and Casasa. Why, Debbie, 2 dear. Debbie, just a watch sign. The Pacho is a watch your Casana sign. Why?
Okay, my chance.
Thank you.
We travel to experience things, but we don't incite people in the wrong way.
Brother, I'm a mute too. Okay, scientist in your 18 of Pacho, but that's why. Bye bye. But that's it.
So did you think the all can make sense? What's who would drive for Trump and Numa? New York, the Ben ya two Trump Towers, Trump Tower, the Ben ya cross ya two Omuda. But the exception say you and I have a UN session our home because of important dignitaries a BEM back into the country. And block and look for some few minutes. You don't have the right to block the streets in front of Trump Towers. Wouldn't America, what Japan, what America? Look at him. There is no way America is will be. I'm telling you the truth. The fact of the matter is, I'm out from Penocre. I'm out from Penocre, no America. What's a guy no friend Libya no? Or can they say anything?
Explain church for no.
Some video no. Some video na guy no Libya can no. And you're training no more ye. Nobody picked the ballot box and you shoot no. And do you think say nipa 18 na no? Ballot box no mo fire can be for comedy. I can't be ready. And I rather MPP need a cover box. I was sending West. I and I'm no say you're not 3 months. And as a review also, I'm the box free as I will so ever we also on their way in between Buaku to your friend is in between Buaku to we also. I know dinner can no move box no a she ballot box meaning now many police no yes I don't know. No NDC person has done anything. Why Yankee Rebecca? I will not sit here and condone and say things that are not right.
Sir.
I support NDC all right, but I wouldn't sit here and say things that are not right.
Explain the church for said the accusation I'm a brother and making on one yes here. Omo issue two omo
a training video and a police did two about it say in case BB says here that is how they are going to handle it.
Okay.
But nobody went there and then the police station and a police for by 8 now. Police station bay. Well, the video is for the police get were about 8 people who were running and then tried to attack the guy of the ballot box score. And it's training. They were trying to depict to us in case something like that happens. This is how they are going to handle it. Sorry. Nobody went and beat a ballot box and you were shot. Nobody.
I know there's will be any say training. No him. You're correct.
But what the year some or can't one will be to say this is what happened. The fact of the matter is 8 people have been killed. Nobody has said nothing. And the Yaka will say America block quite Yandramo for question Trump Towers and him. I'm out for an amhodibia.
8 people.
I don't say Dragon Power.
8 people near Kuam. Now was plenty. Where? What happened?
8 people near Kuam, you could do. And you could be to Ablekuma, and you could touch myself. And a banda during the election, you know, you call about Kosekai.
May I answer Koi? Why? Nah, it depends also after Kakra. Oh. It's not working. Hold on. If I only WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp why, Mr. Remo? One more friend, normal call, no. WhatsApp, Mr. Remo. WhatsApp call. Man, from my brother, my friend, me, I'm connecting him. Young friend, my friend. A team for house seats in your one. I'll be fair back. Brother, Kasa na and Obika last 10 minutes. Well, he to the do say me cool off kakra.
And I said,